Hello everyone and welcome to Holistic Healing with Deepshika. Today we are diving into a topic that many of us can relate to, people pleasing. It's that tendency to go above and beyond to make others happy, often at the expense of our own needs and well-being. Let's explore why we do it, its impact on our lives, and how we can break free from this cycle. What is people pleasing? People pleasing is rooted in fear and is focused on earning love. At its core, people pleasing often stems from a desire for approval and validation from others. We want to be liked, accepted, and seen as helpful or kind. Another driving force behind people pleasing is the fear of rejection and disapproval. We may worry that saying no or asserting our needs will make others think less of us or even abandon us. People pleasing is a learned coping behavior. This behavior might have developed in childhood, where we learned that being agreeable or accommodating led to positive attention. It could be that as a child, there was not a safe space for you to express your needs, or you were conditioned to not be a burden or be an easy child. Normally, from what I have read and seen, people pleasing is a behavior that stems from experiences that we have been through in the early stages of our lives. In fact, I recently read somewhere that people pleasers start out as parent pleasers and tend to get overstimulated in groups because they are constantly monitoring how everyone feels except for themselves. In fact, people pleasing has been described in a very apt manner by Anna Hathaway. To quote her words, "There's something very addictive about people pleasing. It's a thought pattern and a habit that feels really good until it becomes desperate." And isn't it true? Who does not like to be liked by everyone around them? But the question is, where does one draw the boundaries? When we are constantly focused on pleasing others, we often neglect our own needs, desires, and well-being. Over time, this can lead to stress, resentment, and burnout. In the long run, it slowly erodes you into one day you don't even know how to show up for yourself. And though the basic reason for people pleasing is to be liked by others and for relationships to work out, ironically, people pleasing can strain our relationships. Others might come to expect us to always say yes, leading to imbalance and dependency. Meanwhile, we might feel taken advantage of or misunderstood. Also, by always trying to be what others want us to be, we lose touch with our authentic selves. We wear masks, suppressing our true feelings and opinions, which can erode our self-esteem and identity. Imagine the stress it puts us under to be constantly likable. Think of your favorite dish, and I'm sure there are people you know who don't like it. So imagine if people can dislike a dish that is meant to please everyone, then how can you be liked by everyone? You are a human. You were never meant to please everyone. So the question arises, how do you break free from the people-pleasing pattern? I am now going to list what I feel would help. First and foremost is self-awareness. Like any other trait that we need to get rid of, it is extremely important to recognize when you're doing it. Pay attention to your feelings and motivations. Are you saying yes out of genuine interest or fear of disapproval? And if it is fear of disapproval or losing someone, then you know that the emotion is what you need to work upon and not pleasing the other person. Next is to learn to say no. Learning to set boundaries and say no is crucial. It doesn't mean that you're being selfish. It means you're respecting yourself and your needs. Practice assertiveness and remember, it's okay to prioritize yourself sometimes. Remember, people pleasing and kindness are not the same thing. Another thing that is very important is to seek support. Talk to trusted friends, family, and even a therapist about your people-pleasing tendencies. They can offer perspective, encouragement, and practical advice. In fact, people who genuinely care about you will point out the situations where you undermine yourself or suppressing your needs or feelings for one simple reason, that they care about you. And last would be to reconnect with yourself. What do you truly want, feel, and believe? Express yourself honestly, even if it means risking disapproval. Remember, authenticity is magnetic and fosters genuine connections. Remember, you don't have to set yourself on fire to warm others. In the end, all I would like to say is that people pleasing is very common, but also a very limiting behavior that can rob us of joy, authenticity, and healthy relationships. By understanding its roots, recognizing its costs, and taking intentional steps to break free, we can reclaim our lives and cultivate deeper connections with others based on mutual respect and understanding. So let's challenge ourselves this week to practice self awareness, set healthy boundaries, and embrace our authentic selves. And most importantly, once these reasons have been identified, to work towards overcoming these issues. Every time you set a boundary, instead of people pleasing, the child you once were says thank you. With this, we come to the end of this episode. If you found today's episode helpful, please subscribe and review us on your favorite podcast platform. Until we meet again, take care and be kind to yourself.